Hi again. Still in the backyard making another video because I made a little progress on the barrier and I noticed that there's this tree thing that's kind of interesting, so I thought I'd just talk about that for a minute. So this is the tree thing, and it was growing over into the area in which I'm working, so I had to cut some stems off. You can see that there I made a cut because it was just... So anyways, this tree is like a part of the fence. No joke. I was looking at it and I was like, what is this tree? Maybe it's flowering. It might flower. I really don't know. It looks though as though someone had tried to cut it down. If you see up there, there's really no continuation of the main trunk. It looks like someone tried to cut it and didn't take it all the way out, because look at this. It's like a part of the fence. Isn't that wild? It like grew around and in to this fence, and even though someone cut down the main of it, little shoots came off, and little shoots are coming off of those little shoots, and it's still growing. And this happened to a tree on the other side of the house, in the front of the house. Let's see if you can see it or not. Probably not. Over there, you can see that green. See all that green stuff? Well, that was a tree we tried to cut down last spring. It's a crazy pokey tree. It's got these spikes on it. It's not a rose bush, but it's even meaner than one. Tried to cut that down, took the base, took it all the way down to the stump, and it grew back. Just sprouted little sprouts and it's growing on up. It's got tons of green on it. It's a really not great tree. So it just got me thinking about how true it is that if you want something to come up, you gotta take it out by the roots, which isn't always easy to do. Sometimes with little weeds, you can pluck them and the whole thing comes up, and even then they come back sometimes because of the way that they propagate, or their seeds are in the ground or whatever. I don't know. Sometimes this can be a good thing. We like resilience sometimes, you know. We like strength and a strong foundation and being able to live through adversity and through pain and being chopped up, to put it frankly. So I actually have a lot of respect for these trees, even though they are not the most purposeful, productive beings that I could hope for in my yard. I think that they are a lot like me still, and a lot like a lot of us. A lot of us get hurt, we get put in struggle, through strife, and we come through it. One of the things I went through when I was younger was bone cancer as a child of 8 years old. I was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, and I had to get multiple surgeries to have my hip removed. I had to have chemotherapy, and I got to survive and make it through. I got a titanium hip, which is super cool, right? It's like space metal or something. And I'm very grateful for that. I still have my legs. I still get to walk, even if it's a little bit funny. And these trees, they're similar. You can cut them up and take off their tops, but the roots underneath are still strong, and they're still possibility for more growth. And relating back to my first video where I did my introduction, which is a kind of a continuation of the introduction. I'm still introducing myself. I want to say that even though we've cut the top off of our natural world and we've made it civilized, it is still living. It still has roots, and little sprouts can come off of the stump that we've left, and we can grow our tree back. It doesn't have to be a trash tree like these ones. That's what my mom's calls it, trash trees. And it's true, that pokey one up there is ugh. But I don't know. I have a lot of hope that we're gonna find balanced solutions. And by that I mean solutions where we don't have to completely deprive ourselves, we don't have to have a mass human extinction, or, you know, dying off, I guess, not extinction, and we don't have to all suffer. But I think in order for those things to be avoided, we have to take calculated steps towards living in harmony with the natural world and nature, and a lot of that will be tuning into the plants, the animals, and the children, because they are really smart and wise. And just slowing down, using less, reusing more. I know it's hard, guys. It's really hard because we've made a lot of trash already. Pulling them. Nervous habit, I guess. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Look at that pretty sun that you can see through the fence. I'll turn it around real quick and show what I'm doing with the yard. So this little area right here used to be a mint bush, like I said, and it's this cute little plot, but Salud just was running over here to bark at the dog that lives over there, and she pooped a lot and tore it up, and I don't know if the mint's gonna come back. Luckily, my mom said that some of it grows on the other side of the fence, so we'll see. And I'm just putting up a little barrier to make some use, or at least just keep her out of this area. All right, that's all I tuned on to say and tubed on. That's not funny. Okay. All right, well, if you guys have any suggestions for regrowing the backyard,